Hi everyone, Tom Dillon here. As you may be aware, we'd planned to do cup of coffee tomorrow as what I keep calling a field trip, but is more appropriately called a site visit because we're not 15. And Site visit at one of our projects up in Radcliffe in Bury on Cobden Street. But sorry to say that I've decided with a heavy heart to postpone that event. It's based mostly on COVID. I've been checking out the updated government guidance, which doesn't prohibit the event tomorrow, but sort of nudges things in that direction, more masks and more this, that, and the other, which Plan B and things, which suggests to me that very shortly, based on previous experience, things like that might be banned or certainly discouraged. And I think as important and more importantly to me is the fact that because of the date, precisely 2 weeks, tomorrow is precisely 2 weeks before Christmas Day. If you or someone else were to even be if someone wants to have COVID tomorrow, even if they were symptomless, and then spread it around, or even not spread it around, and you came into contact with that person, or I did, then is it 10-day isolation? And that bumps you really quite close to Christmas, and you got to get a negative test before you're able to leave quarantine, yada yada yada. Now, I'm not saying I've got all the rules right there, so don't shoot me down if I'm wrong about the rules. But it just seems that generally speaking, having an event this close to Christmas is an unnecessary risk. And I've decided as well, some people might say, oh, it's fine, lift risk's very low, and who knows, maybe you're right. Maybe those people would be right. But I think it's better safe than sorry. We paused Cuppa very early on when COVID first emerged, and that's never a decision I've regretted. I always thought it was the right thing that we did then, and so it feels like with the new variants and so on, this is the right decision, even though it's marginal and it's not an easy one. I think it's the right decision to make now. So that's kind of the bad news, especially if you like me, you were looking forward to the event. On to some more less bad news. One is that if people want to, if you or other people want to meet at Salford Quays, then obviously I can't stop you, and certainly won't be doing. Then that's completely up to you. So that's our usual spot at the Cup of Coffee shop overlooking the quays, and that's kind of a larger area, isn't it? It's indoors, but it's kind of a larger area, so one would imagine that the risk of transmission is lower there. But again, I'm not a medical professional, and I wouldn't encourage people to go, but if you want to, that's up to you. And then perhaps to try and finish on a positive note, if the house where we're going to have the site visit up in Radcliffe is still for sale come the new year, then we'll absolutely do one of our first cuppas in the new year there, depending again, of course, what's happening with COVID at the time. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. I'm not suggesting everyone's going to agree with this decision or my thinking, but hopefully it's at least understandable and clear. And apologies that won't be happening tomorrow. And if you know anyone who's who's thinking of attending who maybe won't get this message, then please do pass it on, because there'll be nobody there. That'd be a disappointing waste of a journey. Thank you very much. Hopefully see you soon.